On today's episode of New Jersey Outdoor Adventures, I'm here at the New Jersey Fly Fishing Show, and I met up with Joe with Mainline Overland. He's going to give us a full tour of this special edition Orvis Four-Wheel Camper. This thing is awesome, so join us.
Hey everybody, first I want to say thank you to Patrick for having us on the show today. We're at the New Jersey Fly Fishing Expo here, and we're going to be checking out the Orvis Edition Four-Wheel Camper. Just a little bit about Mainline Overland before we get started. We are the East Coast authorized dealer for four-wheel campers. We're also a full-service off-road shop, so whether it be lift kit, re-gears, bumpers, lighting, whatever you need done to your truck, we're kind of your number one source here on the East Coast. So let's dive in and check out everything that's on the outside of this Orvis Edition camper. One of our favorite things about the four-wheel camper is they're super tough and lightweight, full aluminum construction. So they are full TIG welded aluminum frame, and then they're covered with an aluminum skin and then some aluminum track here, just giving them some extra security. So that makes them super lightweight, super durable. And these are really the camper that if you're going to take off-road, take into the backcountry, these are the ones you really want. Another really cool feature about the four-wheel campers is they are a pop top. So you see that pop top liner there. Whenever you get to camp, you kind of pop the top to set up, but then when you're traveling down the road, that all collapses down. Keep a nice low profile, better aerodynamics, and just less affected by the wind. So it's really great when you're traveling on the highway. Moving down the side here, the Orvis camper comes with some exterior L-track. So you're able to mount, you can hang some waders here. I've seen people do MOLLE panel setup. There's kind of infinite options on the outside here. And then also on the driver's side, we have this little slider window. So you get some more fresh air into the camper as well as some natural light. We have some LED exterior lighting. We also have some exterior downlighting underneath. And then here are just the kind of vents for the fridge and the propane system there. And then moving around kind of the back, we get a better look at the camper jack brackets here. So taking these on and off the truck is actually really easy. These are held into the truck with a set of turnbuckles. So to remove this from your truck, you basically undo the turnbuckles, bolt on the camper jacks, slowly kind of work up the jacks, and you basically just drive out from underneath the camper. So it makes it super easy on and off, which is kind of a really big selling point for these is if you need to use your truck, it's easy to take the camper off. But then when you want to start your next adventure, just slide it on and you're ready to go. And then close this door here. This is another special feature that is only found on the Orvis camper, and this is what we're calling the gear locker in the back. We'll open this up so you can see we got some wading boots in there, waders, but this is a fully sealed kind of plastic bin you can access from the outside and the inside. But this makes a great place to store waders, wet wading boots, everything can dry out. The really cool thing about this compartment is there's a drain inside, which drains out right here. So whatever you put in there is going to be able to drain out and be ready for your next fishing trip. And then close this up. And then also on the back here, we get a set of rear wall steps. So you can use these to climb up on the roof. The roof can hold up to 165 pounds. So you can do you can get some Yakima tracks up there. You can install crossbars. So if you need some extra storage, you do have some space on the roof. And then we also have some exterior down lights. These are great scene lightings at camp. If you're cooking outside the camper, just create a nice kind of ambiance at night. And then lastly, we have the nice aluminum door latch here. On a lot of kind of cheaper RVs, you'll find these be plastic. So it's really great to see that they're using aluminum here. And they just kind of go in and clip in, keep the door open so it's not swinging around in the wind. And then something that Davis did on his truck is he added this pack mule rear carrier because this truck is really made for fly fishing adventure, so you're always going to be packing extra gear, extra coolers, everything like that. So this also creates a nice way to just step up into the camper, kind of have a rear deck area. So I really like this pack mule edition on here. So when you're ready to start your adventure, you got all your gear loaded up, you simply just flip up this step here. You can flip it up or it's easy to remove, and then you're ready to start your adventure. So flip this back down. And then I also wanted to note on the rear door here, on this rear door here, we actually have a built-in screen door. So if you want to get some extra airflow through your camper, you can. And then on the actual aluminum door here, we have a true kind of house deadbolt, as well as the camper lock here. So you can lock it two different ways, which just makes it super secure. And the all aluminum construction, this thing's pretty much bomb-proof. And then on the rear door here, we also have an insulation kit, the Velcros to the side, as well as a privacy curtain there. Then on the right-hand side, we have this nice kind of heavy-duty grab handle, help you get up into the camper. We have, which I really like, is they have these porch lights that are actually amber, so it kind of keeps the bugs away at night. And then we also have some rear wall steps here. This customer added a backup camera up above the door. Highly recommended for anyone getting a camper. Kind of makes backing up easier. And then right here we have the drain for the entire system. So when you go to winterize it, or if you just want to empty your whole water tank, you can drain it there. These campers can hold up to 30 gallons of fresh water on board. So it makes running the hot water heater, the sink inside, the outdoor stove. So you have plenty of water to run all those items. And then weight-wise, you guys are probably wondering, this camper here weighs in around 1,600 pounds. This is kind of on the top end of how heavy these can get, because this thing is packed with all the options. I'd say most campers in the Hawk size are between 1,000 and 1,200 pounds. So when you compare that to everything else on the market, these are super lightweight. And that's really the big selling point, is getting these on a 1,500 truck is no problem. So let's sneak behind the wall here. Take a look at the other stuff back here. Good. So right here we got the propane door. So we can carry two 13-pound propane tanks. So these are running the furnace, the stove inside, and the hot water heater system as well. So close that up. And then we got some nice awning brackets here that attach up, so we can easily mount a 270. This guy's running an Alu-cab awning. So you can either do a 270 awning or kind of straight out Fiamma style awning. Both are super popular. And then moving down the side, we got the exhaust for the Truma hot water system. So these new campers now come standard with the Truma combo. So it's got hot water and the furnace all combined in one unit, which is great. This is kind of the cover for that Aqua Go system. Then up here we got the shore power plug. So if you're at camp or at a campground or at home, you can plug it in to charge everything up. Here is also a new option from Four-Wheel. This is what they're calling their exterior power ports. So this plugs into the inverter into the system, so you can run household power. If you need to run some accessories outside the truck, it's a great option. We also have a little USB and USB-C port in there as well. And this cover here is your fresh water fill. So you basically just stick the hose in there, fill up the 30-gallon tanks. And then under that, we got the outdoor shower port. So we have a little shower one that plugs into here. And with this MOLLE panel here and this gear track, you can just kind of clip it on, take your outdoor shower under the awning. And then another cool feature is this is actually an exterior propane port. So we'll check it out in a minute inside, but there's actually a movable propane stove. So you can cook inside, or if it's a nice day outside, you want to cook outside. You can bring the stove out here, set up your table, and then plug the propane right into here. So it makes it super easy. And then here is the kind of drain for the sink. These campers don't have an onboard gray water or black water system, keeping them super lightweight. So your gray water will drain out here. Recommend most people kind of use a catch can for that and dispose of that properly. And then last on the side here, we have this nice MOLLE panel. So this is a universal way to add some extra storage, and that's tied into the L-track on the side. Again, we got some more LED lights. We got this pretty cool little clothes hanger here. So if you want to dry out some towels, dry out some clothes, it's an easy little setup right there. All right, now that we've covered everything on the outside, let's hop up and check out the interior. It's kind of what you've all been waiting for. So let's head in. Cool, so as we hop up inside here, all of the Orvis campers come with the rear dinette layout. So the rear dinette is back here, kind of under the bed area. So you get two bench seats here. We also have a nice bamboo top table with actually using a lagoon mount, which is really nice. So it can be swiveled around and moved around as you need. And then this lower seating area actually converts to another sleeping area. So you basically pull this table off, drop it down, fill in the space here, and these kind of rear cushions fill in that extra space. So you can very comfortably sleep 3 adults in here. I did a full week-long trip with 3 guys kind of up in here, and it was definitely cozy. We definitely got to know each other well, but it worked out great. And then the upper bed area here. So as this sits, this is kind of a full-size mattress, but then this actually slides out to create some more sleeping space. So it slides out all the way to here, and then these extra cushions kind of fill in the extra dead space. So if it's just me camping by myself, I usually just kind of leave it how it is. But if I have someone else up in the bed, slide it out to get some more room. And then this camper, or before we move on to anything else, I want to talk about the Orvis camper comes with the underbed storage setup. So all you do is lift up the bed here, and then under the bed we have a whole other storage area. This is a really great feature that they just added. You used to only be able to get this on the flatbed models, but they now are allowing people to option this up for the slide-in campers. This is just a ton of extra storage. This is definitely a must-have option if I was optioning out a camper. And then with the pop top area, it's actually super easy to push up and down. This is kind of the lift arm that helps you. You basically just pull it down and collapses everything down, and then setting it up is just as easy. In here on the roof, we have 2 powered roof vent fans. These are directional, so you actually get a really nice breeze if you do one circulating air in, one out. And then also up here we have the really nice thermal pack liner. So this is an insulated liner with a nice quilted finish, gives a really kind of nice premium feel inside. And then we also get a look at the window setup here. So there's 3 different layers. If you pull everything down, we have the nice bug net screening here, super nice fine mesh, so it's not going to let any bugs through. Then we have the clear liner, so if it's cold outside but you still want to get some light coming through, we have this option. Then we have the blackout portion, so if it's ready for bed, want to sleep in, you can close that all up. And then finally we have the thermal liner. So everything, all the windows are all 3 of those layers, so you have a lot of options depending on the weather. And then we have some built-in lights up here. We have 4 of those kind of all around. They're dimmable, so it's a nice setup. And then taking a look at the cabinet setup, on the driver hand side, we have the fridge here, which will open up. This is a nice big fridge. I did a trip with 4 guys. We're out for an entire week, and we were able to fit all of our food kind of in this fridge here. And then we got a fire extinguisher mount down below for safety reasons. And then in this panel here, another little storage cubby. And then here is where we actually access the gear locker we were talking about earlier. You can also access it from the inside. So if you throw something in there from the outside and forget you want to grab something, you don't have to climb out of the camper. You can access it from the inside, which is a really great feature. And then moving over to the kind of cooking and sink side, we got a flush mount sink here that's hooked up to the hot water system. So that just raises up and then folds down nice and flat, so you have some extra work surface. And then here's a look at the portable propane stove we were talking about earlier. So this just lifts up. We got a 2-burner stove here from Dometic. And the cool thing about this is, as I said earlier, it's actually portable. So it ties down here, but if it's a nice day, you want to cook outside, you can actually pick up the stove, take it outside, and with those exterior power propane port, you can cook right outside, which is really cool. And then also on this side, we get to look at the kind of whole power system setup. We got controls for the Truma furnace and hot water heater here. This is kind of the 12-volt system from Blue Sea, so you can check your charge levels. We have a 12-volt or USB port there, and then 12-volt plug there. It's got some power options. And then here's all your circuits for the inverter, exterior power ports, and interior outlets. And then this camper is all controlled by Redarc's new RedVision system. So we have total control over everything. You can check on the status of the batteries. You can turn on and off the hot water heater, control the lights. So this is really the kind of command center for the whole camper, which is really, really cool that they've upgraded to the Redarc system. Absolutely love that. And then here we get access into the water area. So if you need to service anything, you got easy access door there. Down below, we have some more power panels, circuits, and stuff. So you can keep an eye on everything there. And everything's nicely labeled, so if you have issues with anything, you can kind of troubleshoot it. And then this is the kind of battery disconnect. So when this is pulled out, it's going to be fully connected to the truck battery system. And then if you kind of want to kill everything, you just push that in, and kind of kills everything in the camper. And we'll turn the lights back on. Oh, that's the down lights. There we go. And then this camper does have the interior carpet kit, which kind of protects the coin floor. So the Orvis camper does get the upgraded kind of gray coin floor, which is great. Super durable, easy to clean. And then let's see what other cabinets we got. Down here is where the battery box is. So this camper is running two 135 amp hour Dakota Lithium batteries. So this does have an additional upgraded lithium battery, but as standard, all these new campers come with 135 amp hour lithium as standard, which is great. And then one last little cool feature is a slip up table. So you get some extra prep surface space. And we'll close it down. Then it's cool, they have four-wheel campers etched into here, just as a nice little added feature. I'll hop up in here again. Then this vent right here is your output for the furnace. So it's a propane furnace, Truma system, and that's all controlled off of this little guy here. And then under the dinette seating area, we actually get a little bit more extra storage. He's got some leveling blocks and propane ports in there. But again, this camper is just packed with a bunch of little storage options, which when you're out on an adventure, staying organized is really nice. There's nothing worse than getting in the camper and everything's a mess. Continuing on storage, as I said, this thing's packed with different storage options. This cabinet top actually lifts up and we get a huge storage area under here. I kind of use this as my pantry and storing all my pans and kind of cooking gear under here. And then where Patrick is sitting, there's actually some additional storage. So under both these dinette seats, we get some storage in there. That's also where the inverter and power system goes. And then under Patrick, there's a whole storage system there. So yeah, it's just endless spots to store stuff, which is really great. And then as some of you are probably wondering by now, what is the toilet setup like in this camper? So this particular one did not option to have a toilet inside, but you can get a portable toilet or a cassette toilet. So there are options for those people that want to run a toilet, but these do not have a black water system. So there's going to be no flushing toilet, but that just keeps things lightweight, keeps it simple. But most people out there, they're very happy with the portable toilet. So that about wraps up everything inside. Before we end this video, I wanted to introduce you to Davis from Orvis. He's been a huge part of kind of helping design this camper. Just wanted to go talk to him and get some of his thoughts on this camper. So here we are with Davis from Orvis, but just wanted to pull you into this video, get some of your kind of background insight on the design of the fly rod storage as well as the kind of gear locker, and kind of go into some more detail about it. So let's head over and check out the fly rod storage area.
Sounds good. I'd be happy to. So this is one of the primary things that we focused on in the design of the Orvis Edition four-wheel camper. The reason being is that fly rod storage is something that when you're on the road and you're traveling, you're constantly getting rods in and out, and when they're in their full-length form, they can be in the way, easy to break, and frankly, you want to put them in a secure spot. So there's a lot of exterior rod holders you can get on the market, but they're kind of a calling flag for, hey, I've got, you know, expensive, nice fly rods. So while you still can add one on the exterior L-track of the camper, we really wanted to have that in camper storage for the fly rods. So on each side there's a door like this. It's waterproof, lockable, and holds up to 3 fly rods. It's padded on the inside, and it's large enough where you can fit larger saltwater reels if you're a striper fisherman, or if you hit brook trout streams or kind of standard trout streams. It'll fit rods of really any fly fishing style. There's 3 on each side. You do have to break the rods into 2, but there's a really good technique for actually storing your fly line. You can leave a fly connected to your rod, so it's a really quick way to stash your rods quickly and conveniently. You simply hook the fly, you wrap your extra line around the stripping guides, and when you're ready to get back to the water, you unwrap it, you put your rod together, and you're back on the water. Thanks for having me. If you are interested in an Orvis Edition four-wheel camper, be sure to visit Mainline Overland. And also, there's a lot of great four-wheel camper partners that have some really cool fly fishing content that hopefully inspires you to get in the camper, get on the road, and get on the water.
Again, thanks everyone for watching. If you want to check out more info on the Orvis Four-Wheel Camper or check out more info about Mainline Overland, go ahead and check the links down in the description. Just so you're aware, these campers start at around $40,000, then can kind of option it up from there. So be sure to check out these campers, other four-wheel campers, or if you just want to get your overland build started, go ahead and reach out to us at Mainline Overland. But thanks again for watching, and have a good one, guys.
Thank you very much for taking the time today to give us a tour of this awesome four-wheel camper, truck camper. I'll put the links in the description. I appreciate you taking the time, this busy show here in New Jersey. I'll see you guys next time.